It's an awesome privilege and opportunity to be able to take this time to interview what I believe is one of the greatest groups out in the world, the new Spiritualaires, which this Sunday, November 21st, CD release celebration at the Bible Way Temple Church. And we're excited about what God is doing and going to do on that day. My name is Pastor Randall Parker. I just want to take a little time just to interview these great men of God, and let's find out more about them. First of all, I want to ask, who's all in the group? What's their names and what's their position in the group?
Well, from the ones that are here today is Robert Campbell, Jr., he's the lead singer. Willie Miller, he's the lead singer as well as the president. He's the head man. I'm Kenny Campbell, background singer and booking manager. Jerry Hollowell, who is one of the producers of the CD, also guitar and vocal. Calvin Moore, guitar and vocal. Robert R.C. Campbell III, he's one of the co-producers on the project. Music director, and Darius Savage, bass player, and Rashad Ali, drummer. And we have staff people that's behind the scene. I'd like to recognize them. Paulette Harwell, she is over our wardrobe. Irene Campbell, Punkin, everybody knows her as Punkin. She is PA, personal assistant, and we got Keith Campbell, who is my son, is the sound engineer and equipment manager, Stefan Perrin and John Perrin. And we're just happy about the project. It's a good project. I can't say that.
Oh, you want me to say something? I'm good. All right. I'm excited. And I thank God for this man right here, Brother Willie Miller. He the one, I think, orchestrated the whole, getting everybody together. And, the Lord's put it on his heart to, pour out some funds that we might have. All of us didn't have funds, and not ashamed, but God always put somebody in your life.
Amen.
Amen, at a certain time. And people say, y'all season is past. No, this is our season. This is our season now. And I thank God for all of the fellows. I love all of them as brothers. And that, my blood, I got blood brothers and sons and cousins, nephews, but I love this man just as well as my brothers, and because he loves us, and he shows Christianity. And he's a good leader. That's why the group going. You got to have good leadership. Even you're a pastor, and you have to have good leadership for you to go anywhere. So I think that's what we got, the best leadership in town.
That's awesome. That was one of my questions. Who idea was to start the group? How long you guys been singing together?
20 plus years. I'm just stop right there. That's tell our age.
We've been singing together a long time.
I started off playing drums at the age of 11 for the Spiritualaires, before we started singing with the Gospel Highlights for my brother and Jerry. So Jerry and my brother and I got 30 years.
Oh man,
I'm 41 next week. So
we were kids when we started.
Wow.
And then with the Highlights, I came to the Gospel Highlights in 1985. I was 15.
Wow.
And played with the Highlights till 92. So me and Will been together since 85.
We got longevity.
Yeah, we got 25 years for me and Will. I got 30 years singing with Robert and Jerry. Calvin came in, I think, in the Highlights with us in 80. No, we had just cut the tape, 1990.
Yeah, about 1990.
So we've been, me and Mo even been together 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How did you guys come up with the name Spiritualaires?
Man,
I couldn't think of nothing else. The Lord just popped it as new Spiritualaires.
We started off, let me tell you, it was a funny thing. We went to the union, quartet union in song, and we were the Spiritualaires.
Spiritualaires, right.
And Baby was the MC, and she said, give a big hand to the new Spiritualaires. And we all looked like, that had a twist on it.
Yeah.
So, then that's how we came up with the name.
She had a lot to do with
right.
Robert's
name was the Spiritualaires. And Baby called us the new Spiritualaires. We was, as a matter of fact, we was at Canaan for I think it was the Gospel Twilight's anniversary at Lisbon.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. How do you guys handle each other without the clash in attitudes and the mood swings and things like that? How do y'all work together and exist, coexist?
Well, respect. You got to have that.
Yes, sir.
You know, we all, I think what helps us is because we've been together before. So it ain't like I'm coming and I got to learn how Randall operates. It ain't like I'm coming, I got to learn how Willie operates. Same with Jerry and Mo, and even adding on the musicians, you know, they're part of our, three of them is part of our band at church, and, you know, they're kinfolk. So I know how to keep business separate, rated from family, even with me and Robert being real super close. You know, if I say something, or if he say something, as well as Will being ahead, if he say something, this was my best man at my wedding, so I don't expect him to treat me no different than he treat anybody else, you know. So respect and being maturity, you know, allows you to do that as well.
Christianity maturity.
Yeah, separate business and, you know, friendship and family and all that. Yeah.
Having been around the guys for the long period of time, we kind of read each other and whatever, you know, the way that they are. Everybody individual has their own, we understand each individual, and we treat them that way because they are, we know what they're about. So we just kind of, since we've been around them that long, we kind of know each other pretty well.
Okay, awesome.
And we can get along because we do know each other.
Right.
I'll start with you, Deacon. I'll work my way around. Asking each of you, what do you all feel was the hardest part about working in the studio? What was the hardest part about working in the studio?
Getting used to going in there, laying down tracks by yourself. We used to singing together as a group and going in, laying down the track by yourself, doing a lead vocal on the track, and nobody's there, just music.
Right.
That's just with the music.
Wow.
That's hard. You got to stay in time with the music. You got to know when to turn and everything. So that was the kind of hardest part.
Did you have a lot of retakes?
No, we didn't have a whole lot of retakes on this. We kind of went through pretty much some songs. We did it on the first take. I think Robert did. I think he did Calvary on the first take.
But you already know, I had just left dialysis. I was sick. But I did it, you know. I said, I'm going to do this song. The devil ain't going to defeat me. And with the mixing and my song there, and Chris Berg and Louis Newsom, once they took all the blunders out of the song, I didn't go back over. It was, to me, and the group was satisfied, so I was satisfied.
Wow.
I think for me it was the drums. I've always been a good timekeeper, always, you know. And then I've done recording before, you know, so it wasn't my first one. But just this time, for some reason, I was going in, and then after a while, because I was working as well, you know, you work at church, and you're husband, and your dad. I told RC now, give Rashad, him and Rashad, both of them, and finished the project. I did 2 tracks on it out of 10. You know, my thing was, like I told him, I was very ignorant when it came to the recording. You know, I believe in standing in your lane. That's not my lane, so when they brought the music, after they would lay it down, I mean, it was so superb. I was like, let's go with it, you know, as long as the group was in agreement. Mm-hmm. But the hardest part with me was, you know, the drum part. Okay. So that's why I ain't playing the drums today. Just let it off.